Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another bite sized episode of Taking Care of Business, where we unpack how leaders, companies, and entire industries are shaping tomorrow's headlines in real time. Today, we're looking at what's happened in PayPal this week because it's a fascinating example of leadership pressure, competitive disruption, and the limits of a turnaround narrative. This week, PayPal announced that it has replaced its chief executive, Alex Chriss, just 2 years after calling him the next generation leader who would drive growth for years to come. Instead, his tenure has ended abruptly. The company's earnings outlook has disappointed Wall Street, and the share price has dropped more than 20% in a single day, now sitting at its lowest point in almost 9 years. So, what's exactly happened here? Well, according to the board, the company has made some progress, but not at the pace of change and execution they expected. And that's important because Chris wasn't hired in a vacuum. He came in after an activist campaign by Elliott Investment Management, which pushed PayPal to sharpen its strategy and accelerate growth. And his mandate was clear: re-energize the company and revive its branded checkout products in a market that's now crowded with Apple Pay, Shop Pay, Klarna, Affirm, and dozens of other frictionless checkout alternatives. But here's the tension. Execution obviously takes time, and public markets don't always give leaders the time that they need. Growth in branded checkout slowed to 1% in the last quarter, down from 6% a year ago. Combine that with a weaker US retail spending, international headwinds, and a brutally competitive payments landscape, and suddenly expectations start collapsing faster than they can be reset. The board has now appointed CFO Jamie Miller as interim CEO, but even she acknowledged that execution has not been where it needs to be. But I think that the bigger question here is whether this is truly a leadership issue or whether PayPal is confronting something bigger, which may be a structural shift in how people pay online. Checkout flows used to be a PayPal monopoly. Today, every major tech company wants to own that final click. Apple Pay is integrated into devices people hold in their hands. Shopify has its own checkout ecosystem. Buy now, pay later has exploded. Merchants want whichever option converts fastest and is the most economical. So PayPal isn't just fighting competitors, it's fighting an entire ecosystem that it's no longer built around. This is where the story really becomes relevant to founders, executives, and anybody else working in business or finance. Leadership alone cannot fix a company if the market has already moved on. Sometimes boards make CEO changes to send a message, sometimes it's symbolic, sometimes it's necessary, but often it's because the company is trying to reposition itself quickly, even if the underlying challenge is systemic, not personal. And we've seen that in consumer tech, fintech, even industries like EV and retail. And in a way, it reminds me of the point I made in the last episode about the Benthamen's acquisition. Markets are cyclical and companies have to adopt faster than ever. PayPal's next chapter will depend on whether it can redefine where it adds value, not just sits in the CEO seat. Because if there's one thing that this story makes clear, it's that in today's environment, having a next generation leader isn't enough. You need a next generation strategy. That's it for today's episode. And if you've enjoyed this one, follow the show for more real-time breakdowns of how leaders and sometimes shareholders are taking care of business.